Hello and welcome back to Emily Cat 176. Just get myself comfortable. And it's Monday. And Monday means I'm talking about what the shows I'm seeing. And the past weekend, I went and saw a show that was put on by Mordialloc Theatre Company. Now, this is the second show I've seen so far this year with Mordialloc Theatre Company. The first show I saw was Holmes and Watson. I did a review on that. It's on the channel. Oh, gee, that was good. And I have to admit, this one I saw on the weekend, this is community theatre, but the standard of acting is high. It's really high. And they did such a good job. And what I saw, Lord Arthur Savile's Crime. Now this, I've never seen this play before. It was written by Constance Cox, English playwright. As I was watching it, I thought, this is based on something. There was a real wit and it was amusing, and the writing was good. And then I read that Constance Cox based this play on a short story by Oscar Wilde, and it all made sense because he was such a witty, clever writer, I think. So the premise is Lord Savile is engaged to Sybil, and she is the daughter of who is it? I think it's not Lady Windermere. His fiancée, his aunt. Oh, Lady Julia Merton. And Lady Julia is very suspicious of Lord Savile. She thinks he's really dodgy. And what she does is she decides that she's going to have someone come and read his palm. Now, she calls him a cheromancist. I've never heard that. I'd never heard of that word before, but it's actually a palm reader. And he apparently is a huge hit in London. Now, the book is set in the 1890s. I think this play is set in the 1910s, 1920s. So Lord Savile doesn't really want his palm read, but he decides he's going to do it. And all these people turn up. The person looks in his hand and he says he's surprised. He's surprised at what he sees because he's meant to be able to tell the past, the present and the future. And in the future he's seen something that makes him, get really surprised. So they send all the others out for dinner, and Lord Savile is talking to this man and says, "What have you seen?" And the man says to him, "You're going to do a murder." And Lord Savile's really shocked because he's thinking, I don't want to do that. Why do I have to do that? But he decides that he's going to do it. Now, he's got two aunts and a friend that come for dinner, and one of the aunts is Lady Clementine. And Lady Clementine, one of his aunts, she's always touching him for money because she likes to gamble. But she talks about how old she is, and she doesn't know how much longer she's got to go. So Lord Savile, he is getting married to Sybil in a week, and he doesn't want to start his married life committing this, so he decides it's got to be done before he gets married. Now, it's not a good subject, but it was really quite funny the way it was written. And it ends up, what happens is the first half of the play, he's decided he's going to send her poisoned sweets because she's got a really sweet tooth. And so they come and visit him again, and he presents her with this box, and there's one particular sweet that's pink that is going to be the one that will do the deed. But then Clem gets up, being the person she is, she's offering round all the sweets. And Lord Saville and his Baines, his butler, they're on tenterhooks in case someone else gets this sweet that they're meant to eat. And in the end, Baines decides to put the poison in a glass of port, which he offers to Clem. But Clem doesn't drink it. She offers it to Lord Saville. He doesn't know that the poison's in there, and he ends up drinking it. And that's how the first half ends. I'm not going to tell you any more because it is worth seeing. It's a very good play. It was really good. Really good. As I said, community theatre, but the standard of community theatre here in Melbourne is so good. And as I said, this is the second production of Mordialloc Theatre Company that I've seen that I think, yep, they are a good company. So if you are in the area, can I suggest that you go? Their next production is Broadway Bound by Neil Simon. And go and see it. Because, as I said, the standard of acting was really good, really good. So Stuart Dado Langloss played Baines, the butler. Rory McGrath played Lord Arthur Saville, and he was in the production of Holmes and Watson that I saw. Amy Penning was Sybil. Anthony Staunton was the Dean. He's the one that comes with the aunts. Jennifer Metner played Lady Windermere. That's one of his aunts. Christine Bridge played Lady Clementine Beauchamp. Heather Lythe played Lady Julia Merton. Bill Constantinidis played Mr. Podgers, and Mr. Podgers is the one that reads the palm. Then we had Zoe O'Neill, who's playing Nellie, that's the maid, and Barry James plays her Winklecoff. Now he's one that comes in, because Nellie's gone down to get the poison they need to put in the sweet, and this Herr Winklehoff has followed her, and he's got a group that's like Murders Inc. So he comes to the house and he thinks it's wonderful what Lord Saville's going to do, and they're trying to get him out before the other aunts come in. It was really, as I said, it was a good play. And as I said, Constance Cox wrote the play, but the basis of this is the book. So it's just, it was really good. I really enjoyed it. It was really good. I will say with this production though, I have never been in a production where so many of the crowd was talking loudly. There were phones going off and like unwrapping sweets all the time, and then someone started coughing. Now you can't stop the coughing, but I thought the other things were really quite rude to the cast. And this is it. They ask you to turn things off. Well, turn them off. And actually the two that were talking loudly, they were actually asked to be quiet, because quite a lot of the crowd, they're acting on stage and they could hear these two talking. I don't think they were very happy about it, but to me, if you are going to go to a live performance, show the cast courtesy and be quiet. Sit there and let them speak, because that's the whole idea. You're going to hear them, not audience members talk. So that was a bit of a disappointment, that, because I really did think it was disrespectful. What do you think? Do you think that's acceptable? It's different if it's a play. Now, I saw, a couple of years ago, I saw something in Frankston. There were 3 females, singers and dancers, and they encouraged photos during the show and yelling out and all the rest of it. But that's different. That's different. This, I thought, I did think it was rude. But as I said, if you are in the area, and if you're in Melbourne, go and see a show by the Mordialloc Theatre Company. Very good. I'd give it 4.5 out of 5 stars. I thought it was that good. So let me know if any of you like Oscar Wilde. I think he was such a good writer. And as I said, Constance Cox had a really good base to do this play. So that was Monday. As I said, I thought it was really good, really good. I've got a few photos of the stage and whatever. Of course, I'm not allowed to take photos during the performance, and I don't, because, as I said, I follow the rules. So, yeah, let me know if any of you have seen this play before. I'll be back on Wednesday, and I'm talking about what's coming up in August in Melbourne. So enjoy your week, and I'll see you then. Bye.